This your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. I'm back with another video. Just got back from Cartagena and I want to share with you guys my experience and things that you would need to know before you travel back to Colombia. First of all, I know you guys know about the new protocols that are in place. The first one is the COVID test, which has to be within 96 hours of when you land into Colombia. The thing about that COVID test is that you have to take it within that range. So let's say, for example, if you take it today, you need to be in Colombia within 96 hours or else you will not get in. I could tell you that out of just being on American airline flight, a lot of people were being turned away prior to boarding the plane, and then it actually caused a huge delay because not only did they get delayed, but they had to try to get all the luggage off the plane. Secondly, I know someone who actually was delayed because they missed the time frame by a couple hours. So even though if you get to Colombia, you think you're safe, you're not safe. They will put you back on the next plane. They'll put you on the next plane going back to whatever, Miami or wherever. They don't care. They will not allow you into the country. So you want to make sure that that COVID test is in order before you get there. Secondly, you got to do that pre-registration. Basically, there's a link that Colombia gives you. You have to pre-register. And you need that before you go through immigration. You have to fill that out, not only entry into the country, but also leaving the country. I totally forgot about that when I was leaving Cartagena. I'm happy that the lady at the airport, prior to going into the airport, she was stopping people, just making sure that they had the correct documents and everything. And she was telling me that, hey, you got to fill that out prior to leaving. And it's a good thing that, you know, she told me about that, and she said, hey, you could do it while you're in line, you know, with your airline, and you just got to make sure that it's done before you get to immigration. So luckily I was able to get it done. I got the email confirmation sent to me, and it worked out for me leaving Colombia. But one thing I will say is that you want to make sure prior to going to Colombia, you want to print out your documentations, because it will make the process a whole lot easier. When I went to Colombia, I printed out my COVID test results. I also printed out that pre-registration, the email that was sent to me. Those were the two documents that I needed. And each time I was stopped in Chicago, not only in Chicago, but in Miami, all I did was just show them both those two documentations, and it just made things easier for me. When I was in Miami, I saw a lot of people going crazy at the desk, trying to find the documentation, trying to find things that they need. I heard other airlines are requiring you to actually print it out, such as Spirit. I don't know if that has changed or so. You know, so many things are so up in the air right now with Colombia and how things are going, is that you just never know. So I think that the best bet is to just print it out and make sure that it will make sure that you will be in a good situation. So also, when you get to Colombia, they will look at the documents as well. So when you get to immigration, they're gonna look at your COVID test. They're gonna look at it per hour. They're gonna look at your registration that you filled out through the internet before they let you in. All that stuff is very important. I'm stressing it. It's very important because you want to make sure that you could get into the country. So, but as long as you have all that stuff, you're good to go. So I got to Colombia on Thursday. It was pretty dead. Not a lot going on. I went to Cartagena. I heard that Medellin is fully open, but Cartagena isn't fully open. Only a few clubs were open. I went to one club while I was there, met with a couple buddies, few friends, but I could tell you that the beaches were not open at the time. This was just past Thursday. I just got back last night. The only place I went to was Punta Arena, which is that island. And that beach was open. The whole area was open. They were doing the regular stuff as you may, you know, as you're used to seeing. However, the problem is that services is not the greatest right now in Cartagena. I don't know if it's because of COVID-19 and people are just disgruntled of being there, or maybe it's just that not a lot of people are getting paid well. I don't know. Services is just not the greatest right now, but I'm sure it's going to get better later on, you know, as things, you know, start to get back to normal. But one thing I'm gonna say is that I still had a great time in Colombia. I plan to go back during Halloween season. I love that season. That was like the best time to be in Colombia because so much is going on, from parties, people going out, people dressing up. I love it. I love that whole scene of being there during Halloween. I'm gonna ensure that I'm there this year as well. But going back to the whole situation of how Colombia is being ran right now, things are not fully open in Cartagena. Like I said, you want to make sure your documents is in order, and you know, basically the prices are pretty low. I love the fact that the prices for just doing things is pretty low. I was able to haggle with people, you know, because you know they need the money. When I was at the beach, the guy, he was trying to make me spend about 70 mil for 30 minutes of jet ski. So I finally talked him down to 50 mil, you know, 50 mil. He finally bid on it. You know, he kept trying to fight me with it, and I'm like, no. I'm not gonna spend that much, because I know that when I went to San Andreas, and this was before COVID-19, I spent 100 mil for 30 minutes, well, 35 minutes. So come on, 70 mil for 30 minutes. You know, I mean, sorry, it was 70 mil for 15 minutes. That's how much they were charging. They were charging 70 mil for 15 minutes, not 30 minutes. And I'm like, you know, that doesn't make sense. I'm spending 70 mil for 15 minutes when I go to San Andreas, and I spent about 100 mil for 35 minutes. That's just crazy. You know, why would I spend that much, especially when the beach isn't all that compared to San Andreas? And San Andreas is more of a true vacation spot. Especially for Colombia, they charge a lot in San Andreas for everything, and I'm sure that they charge more than what they normally do in Cartagena for sports and other things of that nature. But as I digress, like I said, I fought them, I won. I was able to do it for 20 minutes for 50 mil. That's like what, 12 bucks, 10 bucks, whatever. Hey, it was just the principle of the matter, the fact that, hey, you know what, I don't want to overspend when I know that it should be cheaper. That's the fact of the matter. Also, for those that are really curious about those situations, about the clock tower scene and things like that, I'm gonna tell you, there isn't a lot going on. Only a few people are there at nighttime during the week. Now on Friday, Saturday, start seeing more people coming along, you know. But the thing about it is that nah, it's not what it used to be. You may want to use Tinder or something else to get in touch with people. That's one thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. But like I said, I still enjoy myself. It was a great time. Just make sure you have your documents in order. You gotta wear a mask everywhere you go. That is very important. One thing I will add, just like when I went to DR and I went to Mexico, you gotta have a mask on when you go to different places of businesses and hotels. They will sanitize your hands. They will sanitize your shoes. Also, they will check your temperature. And when I came with my luggage, they also sprayed down my entire luggage. I thought that was kind of interesting, the way that they sprayed it down. They used some type of special spray. They wasn't using a regular spray. They used a whole nother container of sanitizer just for my luggage. So they weren't playing. So, but those are some things that you gotta look out for. The fact of the matter is that, you know, they're gonna try to be safe. Make sure you're safe. And I would suggest stay away from public transportation. Use Uber at all costs, or maybe even taxi. You know, carry maybe some hand sanitizer, bring several masks, and things will be fine. You'll definitely enjoy yourself there. You know, if you're going down there with a lady, you'll have a good time. You guys will definitely enjoy your experience with no problems. Now, for all my mongers, one thing I'm gonna say, you may want to wait. Unless you have something going on, I want to go. But once again, this is the Solo Traveler ORD. Giving you guys another video. Please like, subscribe, leave any comments of what you guys have experienced going to Colombia during this time when they just open up. Let me know of the good and the bad, and that's it. Peace.